that's been a consistent champion that he used, except for that one game where he used the Aatrox. But this time, it seems to be not a wise choice as well for the Taunt to pick up the Aatrox, simply because of this Varus pick. The execution damage is just so huge on ThunderDog's side.
True. This is now the hybrid Varus that we know. Okay. Banning away the Ashe, definitely a need, especially after the last two games in where Shaum was able to decide the game just off of his beautiful arrows. KBG will still go for the double marksman composition, and we know this, right? If it ever becomes a double composition against a double AD composition, it will favor it will favor KBG, but this is different marksman. It is still considered a marksman, but how this to me does look like, I mean, Senna has been a forgotten champion, at least in recent times. When was the last time it was used?
It was a long time, possibly before before this playoffs. That's how long it has been. Renekton and the Jace. KBG will find the bear though.
Volibear can easily get kited though, for sure. Okay, so I have had lots of experience against the Volibear. Okay, Volibear is scary when ahead for sure, because there's a lot of HP, shields as well, mobility, not too shabby, especially when he is running towards you. But he's easily kiteable. Doesn't have a dash, only can run towards you, and there's a lot of answers to it. You know, hard crowd control, especially looking at the lineup here by ThunderDog. They have the Varus that can just hold him down. And even if he invests on a lot of HP, it can easily get shredded down by the Varus. So I'm not too sure this is the perfect time to show off the Volibear of KBG, but we'll see.
I agree. Especially because KBG doesn't have that much crowd control. At most, it's just Yu on the Rakan, and then the Volibear just on that CC. But ThunderDog has a lot. Renekton, Wukong, even the Varus has the Chain of Corruption. So it's going to be so difficult for KBG to actually reach the backline. They need to find, again, a unique and uncontested angle just to penetrate ThunderDog.
Yeah, like, is this their substitution to the Ashe getting banned away? We'll see. Okay, I'm just not convinced that this is the time in where the Tone will have the perfect Volibear game. I wish I'm wrong though. Happy to be wrong, because again, at the end of the day, this is one of the newer champions that we have. Oftentimes we see Ornn get banned away, but at least here in game number 6, in the decider of if KBG will be advancing or will have to have an early vacation, they decided to bring out a bear.
Oh man, this is gonna be a huge pick here for KBG. ThunderDog still remains to be so solid with this composition. Composition wise, I favor ThunderDog, honestly. Even if the Kai'Sa is now present for Andran, in which he is so good with this.
And again, ThunderDog just wants to avoid the standard laning, wants to go for the lane swaps. They just want the matchup to have Shin be on the weak side facing against two members, because that's been their winning formula in the past few games. We all know that, right? Like every single time that ThunderDog was able to successfully go for a lane swap, Shin has displayed a very good set of skill to really make sure to not die despite facing against two members or 3 dials or whatever. So yeah, ThunderDog, they are the ones initiating the lane swap for sure.
And with this pick, right, the Renekton, it's such a threat to the backline later on for KBG, because you have the damage here for the Kai'Sa, you have damage for Corki. But if ThunderDog finds a way, and they have a lot of tools to find a way to pierce through all those front lines, then the kill threat is just gonna be so high, especially with this Renekton pickup. Now they can't top, they're trying to shut him down, and that's a huge investment here by KBG, but it's taking so much time. SMY will be the sacrificial cow. At least they got one.
Yikes. Big yikes for Thunder Talk. Yeah, you were able to save Shin, but that is still SMY going down. And on the other side of the map, no trades whatsoever. SMY had the right idea, but it needs to become a 3v3. A 3v2 won't really be able to cut it. XBY, though, will be able to spot Shauma entering that final push there. And again, this start for KBG, we have to remember the last game. It started so well for KBG, and they never looked back. We're looking to that frenzied mole coming from that town. Volibear using the Stormseeker as well, just to gap close. This is where a Volibear in the jungle is strong, right? Tower diving is where he's good at.
Oh yeah, especially with the Stormbringer, right? Absolutely no way for the tower to help you out. It will be in the most vulnerable position here for Thunder Talk. 1,000 gold advantage by KBG is actually a good sign for this team, especially that in the past game, one of the reasons why they were able to fully dictate the flow of the game is because of the early lead that they were able to get. Through the Volibear, it's so possible to continue having that dominance.
Like, I have never played a game in where the Volibear got accelerated and ended up losing it. Yeah, it is kiteable, but you have to make sure to keep him in check, right? Like, because every single time that he gets resources left and right, you know, he gets tankier and tankier by the minute, and it's just, yeah, going to be problematic for your squad. KBG getting tower plates on the top lane. That's 3 to them right now. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, I don't think Soil was even able to get one. And again, this is Thunder Talk being the ones to initiate the lane swap, right? Like, they had the perfect opportunity to have a 2v2 on the top side, also sending Shin to the bot lane to face the Garen. It's not too bad as a Renekton. It's not a winning lane for sure. Like, right, a Garen versus the Renekton, the Garen should just do one thing, and that is to poke you and poke you and poke you using the Scorch as well. Yeah, as the game progresses, it does look like the KBG was able to solve the early game problems that has haunted them for 3 games, and is now poised to take the early game of this game 6 as well.
In terms of goal, we do see KG and Yu even the Thon having a bit of an upper hand compared to their matchups. Meanwhile, the rest are on par to each other. They now died here in the mid lane. KG forced to flash away. KBG still threatening. Okay,
good pincer. Oh, good turn.
Really good pick here onto XBY. He will fall down eventually as a Cathian rain rains on him. And now with a jungler, Thunder Talk has no reason to stay here, but they will try to take him down. That's a big pick onto the mid laner. KBG's second kill as well, as Shauma will try to get that 1-for-1, but it's not going to be possible without the flash. The Thon survives, and Shauma is met with 2 people piercing down on him. Thunder Talk, they did not get the dragon, but now they won the fight.
Yeah, the dragon's still alive though, so round number 2 is going to happen soon, Gyeong. Thunder Talk though was able to win that team fight and was able to inch back into this game. We have to remember that KBG was doing so well during the early stages. They turned on towards XBY, was able to kill XBY right, but Thunder Talk's duo of Soil and Z doing work. Those long-range pokes hitting the priority targets was the reason why Thunder Talk was able to win that team fight.
And now their dragon takedown is being uncontested. It's just perfect here for Thunder Talk to now turn the tides around. And KBG is just responding, giving respect, but is met with, again, a really good engage here by SMY. Follow-up is going to be coming through with Soil on the chain of corruption. Will there be a steal? The answer is no. Still, the Cortex was able to get it. SMY taking a bit, but he will re-engage onto KG. He is going to be the final target here of Thunder Talk. A bit of a consolation prize as KG looks to just stall.
Thunder Talk, despite losing the Rift Herald on the top lane, a solo kill by Z. This Jace pickup by Thunder Talk has been profitable for them in all angles and all facets of the game. We have to remember that Thunder Talk has been respected multiple times on this Jace pickup, and this is the reason why you have to respect the guy. This champion. He may have lost his Akali, but he still have the chase, the Piltover's finest in his hands.
KBG initially had almost 2,000 gold advantage, but now it's slowly being deleted by Thunder Talk through those team fights, through those pickoffs, and the Dragon takedown as well. That's why he wants to re-engage once more, but Shin finds again an angle as well. Yu has to fall back. Good shove with the RH, at least getting some plates here for Anran.
The biggest prize for Thunder Talk was that tower is still intact in the mid lane. Although they surrendered the tower on the top side, it's a consolation prize still for Thunder Talk, right? Because we all know the mid lane tower is ever so reliable when it comes to defenses of your team. Now the show has started and is about to end with Z dominating so far 2-0-2. 2 armor penetration items already completed, and this is where he hurts the most.
And no shield's gonna help KBG survive because he has that anti-shield item as well to bash through those protection. And now Thunder Talk looking so confident. They are threatening for the dive in the bottom lane. KBG has to fall back and give this tower away.
This is where the Volibear will struggle to find an angle. Only times that the Volibear will be effective is when you are the one diving. But if you are getting dove, it will be a different problem.
Yeah, different story as now he's the one being initiated. Absolutely no way to escape. The shields are able to help him though survive, which is perfect here for KBG. Thunder Talk though is looking so scary. They are still going with a poke. Sandala took a bit of damage from that shock blast, but it's still fine.
How? I just cannot believe the KBG. Oh, hold that thought.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Engage, no mana for soil.
I think they can push this down. Yeah, just one decisive strike is enough. KBG was able to open up the mid lane. Just going back to my thought, I just cannot believe. Oh, Shin. Oh, no. Okay. All right, not enough crowd control for sure. But again, okay, finally I can say my line in peace. I cannot believe that with the season on the line, KBG has decided to bring out the Volibear. 1-0-3 so far. Yeah, you may say that, you know, this Volibear is not a problem for KBG. But you already know from how the things are going right now that Thunder Talk just has one thing in mind, and that is to invest their chains of corruption on towards the Volibear. Volibear won't buy... I think he will have to buy Stasis, right? But he won't buy Quicksilver Engine to really help him negate all those crowd controls. And once that Chains of Corruption hits, it doesn't matter if you have the biggest HP in the game. Especially if you have the unhit AP Varus. Those Blighted Quivers deal percent health damage.
Yeah. And especially with the crowd control that Thunder Talk has, there's so many ways that they can prevent the follow-ups from KBG. That's why KBG is not initiating fights right now, even if they're ahead by a small margin of gold.
The good part is Thunder Talk. I mean, the good... Wait, hang on. Okay, they were able to spot Yu, and Yu won't be engaging anytime soon. The only positive for KBG is that Soil did not go full AP, and rather went for the standard Essence Reaver into the Serpent's Fang. So some shields mitigation here and there for Thunder Talk. But this fight is going to be very important for both sides, right? This is going to be the second dragon, where Thunder Talk is just threatening to secure over and over. Xiaoma does have the package and has to be respected by Thunder Talk.
KBG, you're just setting up vision. They have actually good set of vision here over the area of the dragon. Even on the brush, they have those vision to see wherever Thunder Talk is going to be angling through in this area. And they're just playing it patiently as much as possible because they don't want to give any sort of edge here to Thunder Talk. It's so complicated to approach this kind of composition of Thunder Talk that they need every bit of angle to at least know where they're going from.
Both sides has a lot of vision in areas where both sides can come from. But SMY can just jump in, and here comes the team fight.
This Predator gonna be used here for KG. Thunder Talk has a good grasp on this angle right now. SMY is going to be the first target, but it's not actually the best one just yet. SMY goes in, pulverizes one, but the Dragon is going to be the priority. There's going to be the steal by the Ton, immediately flashes away, and that's a kill as well by Andra9, but has to trade his life for it.
1-for-1.
Profit though for KBG.
That Tone has always smite diffed X-Buy in this series. Every single time it comes down to a 50-50. Almost always is a win towards that Tone. But it's not the end-all be-all. We have to remember that Thunder Talk was still doing okay in this team fight. It just so happened it was a little bit helpful that there was the ult available for Volibear to gap close. A 1-for-1 isn't the end of the game for both sides. But you would see still the problem persists for Thunder Talk, and it kind of adds up to your mental toil. We have to remember that during game number 2, right, Thunder Talk refused to flip the Elder Dragon, right? Refused to go 50-50 and overchase that zone. You know, if it ever happens again, that Thunder Talk will be pressed to make a decision to either have a 50-50 or a full turn. I think that Thunder Talk will just go full turn because, I mean, with the way Smite fights has been happening right now, it's been favoring that zone, at least for the majority.
Every single time.
True.
Chain of Corruption gonna be used here by Soil, but didn't connect onto Yu. So at least that's an avenue that KBG can work around peacefully, at least in for quite some time. But yeah, this Smite battle has been just one-sided here. KBG just keeps getting those dragons. Now they turn, they know that there's no Chain of Corruption here for Soil. But still, okay for Thunder Talk. And the Shock Blast work through. The pokes are just too strong for this team.
The scaling will also be as deadly on KBG's side. They're 2k up. They have a Kaisa that is building full AP that will have lots of time to just send over Void Seeker. After Void Seeker, SMY threatening to go and engage, and he's going to hold back because that Towen was there. But the primary goal for Thunder Talk is to just destroy the tower, and that's it.
It was just a ruse, just a just them trying to push back the members of KBG. They weren't really attempting to dive in. But speaking of dives, the Ton is here in the bot lane, at least shoving him back. Now again, a tower exchange. KBG just keeps on the pressure. 3,000 gold lead for this team, maintaining a better scaling for their carry.
Yeah, Jace will fall down. Not the Varus for sure. Varus is also very scary when it comes to the late game though. Now, if you're Thunder Talk, you have to hit all those spokes onto the primary targets, because if anything, this Volibear and Garen will just be happy to receive all those spokes, especially with Warmogs being built by that Tone. It's just going to be an easy, easy wait for the help back to get back with the help of the Warmogs armor. So Thunder Talk, even though the game started so well for them, KBG has slowed the tempo to a point that it does look like the KBG does have a good chance to win this.
Through the pokes, through them finding good angles as well in terms of their entry, it's looking very solid. They're just really composed right now in this game. Thunder Talk is the one actually feeling the pressure at this point. Setting up vision in the top side. They are interested in taking this Baron, but actually the Tom actually gets spotted out. This is actually not a good time for him to be here in this area. Fortunately, he used his ult and was still able to escape.
Yeah, plus the flash as well, because he needed to expend both. Because if not, like that was the worst timing of all to die in front of the Baron, right? With the jungler alive. If he ever dies there, that basically is that season, right? Like, we have to remember that KBG season is on the line right now. If they end up losing here, that's already early in elimination. It's already the lower bracket. Much bigger stakes is in play here, Kyung, and that's the reason why Thunder Talk, even with the momentum that they were able to garner, that thought, SMY.
Perfect timing. Stasis gonna be used there by Andran just to survive, but they actually turn here onto Z. Good damage being almost there on the piercing arrow, actually. But the Void Seekers are also doing a thing here to see. Now they turn on to Dragon. KBG has to contest. They have the angle to work through. But Shin is looking for a flank.
Oh, okay. Thunderlords, the Kiri. There you go, that's all.
Dominus gonna be used. SMY gonna be falling down. The Killer Instinct being used here by Andra. Goes back into the fight, threatening for a kill. Almost getting the kill onto Z. But now the position is better for KBG. As now the stasis is gonna be used here by Soil, but not gonna survive. Actually, it does. But Yuyu is there for one more auto attack. XY helps. He survives. Now the game is being turned. ThunderTalk still survives, but I think KBG should get this Dragon in the bag.
XBaizo is still alive. If he ever... Never mind. Okay, so he's not even going to attempt for a Dragon Steal, but still ThunderTalk was able to salvage a very bad fight by getting that kill in the end. Still, it started so well. Garen being able to deal true damage, does not care about the unbreakable will. It's not going to help you at all. And you would see here that the formation of ThunderTalk has already deteriorated. Even Z with 1 HP cannot do a thing. Hail of Arrows getting that kill by Soil, and this again was a play made possible by XPie. Oh man, fight continues. Elder Dragon half health.
Yeah, we just concluded first Dragon, but now it's time for the Elder one. Can there be a steal? The answer is no this time around. ThunderTalk gets it, but the damage is still pure here. Andra goes in with a Killer Instinct. Can he kill more members though? As they are looking to just fall back. The answer is yes, they get 2. As ThunderTalk looks to just back away. Baron gonna be the next target now for KBG.
Yeah, okay. So now the onus is on KBG. What would they do here? Do they go for the push? Do they go for the possible end? Or do they just outnumber ThunderTalk by getting the Baron buff? We have to remember that if you die, you carry your Elder Dragon buff with you. It will expire immediately. And there are only 2 members with the Elder Dragon buff available to ThunderTalk right now. Meanwhile, the Baron, full stack of KBG, does have it. For some reason, they're waiting and maximizing the time to take down this Baron buff. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So, all the suspense, and I'm like, okay. So I think it's all about just making sure that they will be in a better position to push more waves with the Baron buff. Because that's how it is, right? Seconds is key, especially knowing that ThunderTalk just secured the Elder Dragon. If you look at the duration, the purple bar on the upper left-hand side is way longer than the white bar. And the white bar signals or indicates the Elder Dragon buff duration. Meanwhile, the purple bar indicates the Baron buff duration. So small things being done here by KBG just to maximize their chances of winning.
Plus double Dragon stuffs, right, for KBG. It's helping them so much on the longer scale of this game. Armors being built by the tanks here of KBG, grouping up so that they can muscle through Soil in one perfect fight. The Baron is helping with the flank. Yeah, they have, but it's so far away, and now they weren't able to catch the kill onto the Wukong. Second kill as well. It's now KBG muscling down here in the mid lane. ThunderTalk is just looking so confused, but finally the Crocodile joins. Z as well trying to deal damage, but it's simply not enough, and KBG will win a fight. They will take every single member down, and they will proceed to go for a Game 7. One more match against ThunderTalk.
3 series in a row. KBG will need 7